$408 million have been pouring into the market in just one day. Bitcoin ETFs are seeing massive institutional inflows of value, while at the same time, gold ETFs have reached historic highs, surpassing $190 billion in assets for the first time ever, which tells us people are feeling cautious because of the global uncertainty we're experiencing right now. And adding to this tension and uncertainty, we've seen President Trump recently hint at something significant brewing behind the scenes between Iran and Israel's leadership. And as we mentioned in yesterday's show, altcoins are gaining momentum, and we want to stay plugged into what's going on in the altcoin section of the market so we can capitalize on the next big move when the market pumps or goes up. That's why today we're covering another top ecosystem. Can I have a drum roll? SUI. SUI is one of the most explosive layer 1 blockchains this year and a direct competitor of Solana. The team actually comes from Facebook, Meta's Diem team. I don't know if you remember when Facebook was gonna release Libra into the market and there was going to be this whole direct marketplace using Facebook's currency. Well, remember when Congress squashed that and dissipated the team? Well, half of the team went to SUI. So that is the team behind SUI's team, which is incredible. So let's jump into it. Let's start by reviewing the macroeconomic arena or context of the market. As I mentioned in my intro, investors are showing caution, pouring into gold ETFs and pushing total holdings beyond $190 billion for the first time in history. So we see investors turning to safer assets. That's what this means. And on the geopolitical front of things, President Trump indicated optimism, which I'll always take, about a new US-Canada trade deal potentially materializing within a few days to a few weeks, he said, which of course will boost the economy significantly. But the bigger geopolitical situation involves Trump hinting at something larger than a ceasefire between Iran and Israel, describing it almost like a soap opera unfolding in real time. Adding further nuance to this sort of cryptic message coming in from Trump and a potential ceasefire between Iran and Israel, we hear Tehran is signaling its readiness to scale back its nuclear enrichment, suggesting, of course, a major potential de-escalation between these two countries, which affects the whole world. And despite this heightened Middle Eastern tension that we're all experiencing, we've seen UBS analysts argue or point out that the market may be overreacting to the situation, pointing out that Iran accounts for only 1.6% of global oil output and that no disruptions in this oil output have been reported despite this tension between Israel and Iran and all the bombings going on. UBS analysts remain bullish on global equities and gold, forecasting gold prices could be reaching $3,500 per ounce by 2025. Elon Musk, on the other hand, has weighed in, sharing his concern, highlighting the risk posed by American ballooning national debt. Elon warns that soon all US tax revenue could end up going towards simply paying down interest payments alone, potentially leaving nothing for essential public services. All while meanwhile, retail investors or the everyday investors are aggressively diving into penny stocks, pushing their market volume share to an all-time high of 47.4%, indicating speculative activity reminiscent of the meme stock phenomenon. Amid this macro chaos, Bitcoin is showing remarkable resilience, with institutional investors recently recently pouring $408 million into Bitcoin ETFs in a single day, showcasing, of course, extremely strong confidence for Bitcoin. And in addition to this, Bitcoin inflows, or the value flowing into exchanges from both whales or huge investors and retail investors, have dropped to historic lows, signaling strong conviction among holders who are expecting further price gains or confident that Bitcoin's going to pump. Even corporate giants like Metaplanet, the equivalent of Michael Saylor's strategy in the US, but in Japan, have significantly increased their Bitcoin holdings, recently surpassing Coinbase to become the 9th largest Bitcoin treasury aside from strategy, as I was saying a moment ago. They've made a recent bold move by acquiring 10,100 Bitcoin worth about $1.05 billion. So they are getting the message loud and clear and are going all in, understanding that there's only a limited supply of Bitcoin. So they cannot sleep on the opportunity, as I hope neither do you. Now is the time to buy as much Bitcoin as possible, guys. This retires you, your family, your children's children. National level adoption is growing too. Pakistan recently appointed Bitcoin advocate Michael Saylor as a strategic crypto advisor, underscoring growing global acceptance of Bitcoin. However, I think one of the most telling signs of this massive shift that's going on worldwide, and the fact everyone's waking up to Bitcoin, is the fact that over 1 million Bitcoin have transitioned from short-term selling to long-term holders in the last month alone, highlighting the fact that there is a profound bullish, confident sentiment behind Bitcoin in the market. People are understanding the time is here, the time is now, the bull run has arrived, and the shift, the global transition towards Web3, the future of the internet money, or being your own bank, this whole movement is here. It's, as they say, the future is here. It's just not widely circulated. That's one of my favorite quotes. And that is definitely what we're experiencing now. Anyway, guys, last week we extensively covered Solana. If you have not seen these videos, I would definitely recommend you see them here or after this video, because last week I went into the details, highlighting what makes Solana unique, its strategic partnerships, and the impressive performance of Radium, the top decentralized exchange on the Solana network, and both have shown incredible resilience despite recent global tensions. So, in line with my mission and my team's mission to always bring you early insights and only the best alpha, only the best blue chips. I don't want to bring you garbage. I don't want you to get wrecked. So I only share with you the best crypto tokens. So, as I mentioned in my intro, today we're diving into SUI. So pay close attention, because SUI is positioned to become a key layer 1 blockchain this bull run. So as I was saying, altcoins are breaking out again, and we see the weekly RSI recently reclaimed 5th, signaling a potential altcoin season is ahead. So let's jump into SUI, guys. So SUI launched in May of 2023, and it's designed specifically to deliver extreme speed, scalability, and an excellent user experience. SUI utilizes the Move programming language, we won't get too techy, which, as I was saying earlier, originated or was created by the Facebook team for its DM project, allowing it to process transactions in parallel. This makes it exceptionally efficient for NFTs, gaming, and rapidly growing DeFi applications. For money, investors and developers are particularly excited about SUI because of its rapid growth. In just over a year, SUI has attracted more than 210 million on-chain accounts, a clear indicator that users and developers recognize its value and potential. So it's not just speculative. It's not just people betting on it, you know, like a gambling, like a casino, like meme coins. Okay, this is real users, real adoption, because as I was saying, it's real good tech. Anyway, recently, the total value locked, or the TVL, within the SUI blockchain reached about $1.8 billion equivalent, demonstrating strong user confidence even after recovering from a major exploit involving the CETAS protocol earlier in May. TVL shows us how much money users trust the blockchain to securely handle within its decentralized apps and services. So it's a strong indicator. Stablecoin liquidity has also shown significant growth, reaching around $1.2 billion. And high stablecoin liquidity is essential. It acts like fuel for decentralized finance, making it easier and faster for users to trade, invest, and engage within the ecosystem. One standout application is SUI Lend, SUI's leading lending protocol. Recently, its TVL, or total value locked, surged dramatically by 90% in just 72 hours, now managing around $700 million. This highlights strong user trust and demand for decentralized finance services on SUI. Additionally, major decentralized applications on SUI, such as Navi Protocol, CETAS Protocol, and Bluefin, continue to expand rapidly. Navi Protocol, the largest DeFi platform on SUI, now manages over $700 million. CETAS Protocol impressively bounced back quickly, regaining about $120 million of its TVL after relaunching. And Bluefin doubled its total value to approximately $200 million after introducing lending services, demonstrating, of course, a significant appetite for diverse financial tools among SUI users. Institutional adoption is another key factor boosting SUI's ecosystem as well. Recently, NASDAQ filed for a 21 shares spot SUI ETF. This is a massive step that could introduce billions of institutional dollars into the ecosystem, significantly enhancing its credibility and financial strength. Strategic partnerships and integrations are further propelling SUI's growth. We see Binance Alpha, a platform within the Binance wallet that spotlights promising early-stage cryptocurrency projects with growth potential in the Web3 ecosystem, has highlighted SUI as well. This significantly boosts its visibility among major crypto investors and is a signal, of course, of its quality and its potential. Next, we see Phantom Wallet, which is one of my favorite wallets and has 15 million active users, has integrated SUI as well, enabling effortless cross-chain interactions and user onboarding. And developer-focused events like SUI Connect in Paris and Istanbul continue attracting substantial talent and investment into SUI as well. SUI also boasts an impressive developer community with over 5,000 active builders supported by a robust $100 million ecosystem fund, which ensures a steady pipeline of innovative products and continuous growth. In the last year alone, SUI has captured more value flowing out from Ethereum than any other blockchain except for that of Solana, showing its competitive strength in attracting significant investor interest. And recently, we've seen that SUI has actually outperformed every other layer 1 blockchain in the past 30 days, demonstrating outstanding momentum and positioning itself as a leading choice for investors. So with all these powerful factors and facts combined, such as user adoption, developer support, institutional recognition, and strategic partnerships, SUI is undoubtedly setting itself up to become a significant player in this next crypto market surge or bull run. So as we wrap up today's content, today's video, let's connect all the dots I just went through. Today, we covered major macro headlines from record Bitcoin ETF inflows to gold hitting new all-time highs. We went through the potential of trade optimism and geopolitical drama, and we put it all into context for Bitcoin, highlighting why it continues to attract strong investor attention. Then we dove into SUI, breaking down what makes it stand out as a layer 1 blockchain. With over 210 million wallets, roughly $1.8 billion in TVL, and a massive $1.2 billion in stablecoins, and leading DeFi apps like SUI and Navi. So it's clear why users, developers, and institutions are all racing in, adding in Nasdaq's ETF filing, Phantom and Binance integrations, plus a 5,000 plus active builders backed by a 100 million ecosystem fund, plus its position as the second largest beneficiary of value outflows from Ethereum. It's been outperforming all other layer 1s in the past 30 days. It's a powerhouse ecosystem, guys, and SUI is poised to surge this bull run and into the future. It has real tech, as I was saying. And Solana is not slowing down either. Its dApps are still dominating weekly revenue, generating over $22 million weekly. And a Hong Kong listed firm just acquired 2,440 SOL, causing its stock to jump approximately 20% on the news. So if you missed my last video on the Solana ecosystem, I say videos, make sure you check them out here once again, because this allows you to stay ahead of the crowd. I'm consistently bringing you only the best tokens, the best ecosystems, because I want you to get in early and catch the trend before it's too late. By the time everyone else catches the trend, it's too late. So in the next few days, drum roll, we're diving deeper into the top decentralized exchanges in the SUI ecosystem. So thanks for joining today, and I'll see you guys in my next episode. Ciao. Love you.